Hi everybody, this is methlokaiju, and today I'll be doing another subscriber requested video. This was requested by Ivan Flores, and he requested me top 5 or top 10 favorite Godzilla films. Now, if you have been paying attention to my channel and have stuck to the channel for the past year basically, then I already did a video like this that was 20 minutes long 10 months ago. And originally I was not gonna do this request because I already did it already. But I saw the video, I think yesterday, and I don't know. I think I probably have tweaked a few things now that 10 months passed or whatever. And plus, my voice was pretty idiotic in that time, so I'm gonna basically do a redo to this list. And this is going to be a top 5 instead, because in my top 10 Godzilla films, it took me 20 minutes long. And I definitely did not want a 20-minute long video. I want it to be at least 10 minutes, or actually the most probably 13 minutes. And I don't think I'm going to achieve that with 10 movies to talk about. So instead I'll do top 5, and there is some differences, but they're very identical. So let's get started with number 5. Number 5 is Godzilla vs. Biollante. In my old video I put Gojira. Now why did I change it? Well, in that time I saw Godzilla vs. Biollante when I was like 6 or 7 years old. It was probably one of the last movies I ever saw. I think it was probably like the 10th to last or something. I'm not really sure. But in the beginning, whenever I first saw it, I didn't really like it. Why? Because I was a child and I just wanted action, action, action. That's it. Just pure action. And I did not care about the characters whatsoever. And plus, I had the Japanese version. I don't know if it was on subtitles. I forgot. But I think I rewatched it like 3 months ago around there. And I really, really enjoyed it, as well as the characters. And if you guys know, Biollante is also my favorite Godzilla monster / enemy. So that's why I had to include this movie into my list. Overall, very awesome movie. I like the fact of a whole mutated plant. It's a pretty cool idea. Sadly, I didn't do too well in the box office, I believe, and that's why I didn't make, Godzilla vs. Bacon. But if this was a success, we would have gotten Godzilla vs. Bacon, which that would have been awesome. But maybe there might be a Godzilla vs. Biollante 2. If there is, and that would be spectacular. And Biollante is probably number 1 for monsters I want to see return in the new generation of Godzilla films. So that's number 5. Number 4 is GMK, otherwise known as Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah Giant Monsters All Out Attack. This movie features King Ghidorah, Baragon, Mothra, and obviously Godzilla. I really like Godzilla design in this movie. For me, the legs are a little bit too chubby-ish, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. And the fights were really, really awesome. And I also like the fact that they give the perspective of the humans, witnessing these disasters. That's what I really like about this film as well. We see more people suffer in this film. Like, for example, whenever Godzilla destroyed that hospital, whatever it was, with his tail, and there was this woman there, and obviously she died. And then the fact that there was this there was panic in the streets, and then there was this one woman that screamed, and then Godzilla faced towards her, and then obviously he shot the beam a couple of times. All this destruction. Really awesome film, as well as the fights, and including the end fights. The final fight was spectacular. I like the explosions that they added in there. Very good. So that's number 4. Number 3 is Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. For me, this is a better movie than Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Why? Because I don't know why, really. I think just the fact that Godzilla fights a cyborg version, or not a cyborg, a robot version of himself, is a very cool idea. Plus, Kira is actually my favorite Mechagodzilla incarnation / design, so that's why I had to include this film. Plus, Godzilla 2002 is a very awesome design, basically the same thing as Godzilla 2003, except it doesn't have the scar, which that's why I really like about Godzilla 2003. So, but overall, the Godzilla 2002 design is overall one of the best. And just the film was very good, honestly. The characters I didn't care too much about, but they were alright. I mean, I wasn't to the point where they weren't necessary whatsoever. They just, you know, you didn't really care about them. So that is what, number 3, I think. Yeah, number 3. Number 2 is Godzilla vs. Destroyer. This film, whoa, this film has a lot of action. Cinematic moments, emotional moments, and other parts as well that just make this film really awesome. Burning Godzilla is very awesome. Destroyer is awesome. All the crab destroyers and all that stuff are pretty neat. I mean, they're not awesome or whatever, but they're pretty neat. And I just like all the forms of Destroyer. They're very, very awesome. We have the the microscopic destroyer, crab destroyer, aggregate destroyer, flying form destroyer, and final form destroyer, which they're all very nice. I mean, the microscopic one I don't really care about whatsoever, but you know what I mean. Yeah, overall, really awesome movie. Was supposed to be Godzilla's last movie, which thankfully it wasn't. And you know, whenever I barely saw, which I was like what, 5, I think. Maybe about to turn 5, I'm not really sure. I cried in that film. Or, I cried while watching that film. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I cried. People still cry for this film. I haven't seen the movie for quite a while, so I'm not really sure if it still impacts me. But it probably does. So that's number 2. Number 1 is one that many people already know. I bet you already know what my number 1 pick is, and that is Godzilla 2000. Oh my gosh, I said that so incorrectly. Yeah, Godzilla 2000 is a very awesome film, and yeah, very, very awesome. I like the fact that it seems like a solo film, but at the end of the day, it's not. It's actually Godzilla fighting another monster, and Orga also looks very awesome. Orga is probably my second favorite Godzilla monster / opponent, enemy, whatever. Yeah, he's overall really awesome, and as mentioned, the fact that it seemed like a solo movie, but at the end of the day, it's Godzilla fighting another monster is pretty cool, and they each have their own segments, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, Godzilla has the beginning of the movie, and then we go to Orga, you know, for quite a while, and then we go to Orga versus Godzilla, and then we go back to Godzilla, and that's when we do Godzilla versus Orga again, and then just Godzilla. Like, I like that format. Very awesome, smart format. So yeah, that's number 1. So that's basically all for this video. Please tell me in the comment below, what are your top 5 favorite G films? And yes, there is some films that I bet you guys are gonna hate for me. Are gonna hate on me for not including, like Godzilla 2014, Godzilla 1954, most of the Heisei films, stuff of that sort. But hey, it's just my opinion. So that's basically all for this video. Subscribe, like, and comment. And methlokaiju signing out.